Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Myles Turner.
The blocks just aren't coming for him nearly as much as they were a few years ago. I think he's lost a little something in terms of that intimidation factor and that ability to change a game with his interior defense, and that's too bad.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Williams is out there with Christie. Then there's Washington. And there's Klay Thompson, and it's Marshall in at the 4. And for Indiana, the forward spots with Nesmith and Siakam. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Turner in at the center filling out the middle. The playoff picture coming into focus now, Greg, with a good portion of this regular season behind us.
And for the teams that are definitely in, they're trying to maintain momentum and health, right? But for the teams still clawing and fighting their way in, that's where it gets exciting. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Thompson outside. Washington sets the pick for Thompson. Hits the three-point bomb.
And this is Thompson's calling card, an exceptional shooter from downtown.
Here's Indiana. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Here's Williams. 11 points last game. Pass to Christie. To the middle. They swipe it. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Here's Nembhard. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Indiana shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Andrew Nembhard, 1 shot.
One shot.
These Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. Coach said how much he admires Klay Thompson, saying, that guy is a champion. Coming back from 2 years away, Thompson's still one of the best two-way guards in the league. Nothing but respect for Klay, and there's zero argument here. Thompson surely a future Hall of Famer. Guys?
Thank you, David. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Tell you what, early in the game, these kinds of plays can really set the tone.
On defense, Indiana. 4-point game. Thompson inside the line. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Here's Halliburton. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Halliburton against Williams. Basket counts.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Out to the wing. Here's Siakam. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. 6 points for Siakam.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Christie. Thompson outside. From outside the arc. Christie can't make it. Pacers have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Oh, and they made him work for it, but Siakam knows how to finish strong inside.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen. You show us your best moves. Let's go.
Numbers for Marshall, getting around 12 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded, and the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Christie. To the inside. It's intercepted. Here's Turner. With the second effort. Pascal Siakam again. Siakam's got 10.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
And the defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. And when that's the case, just keep feeding the hot hand.
Now here's Williams. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Nembhard. And he banks in the layup. Nembhard's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against Minnesota. Christie the pass to Washington. Here's Thompson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Pass to Williams. Over Halliburton. Dallas again missing.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
A putback, and Turner stays with it.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
It's T-shirt time, everyone. Get loud right now.
Well, you've seen some terrific offensive basketball over the last month. A lot of it thanks to the assist numbers put up by these point guards during that time. Tyrese Halliburton on top.
And he's been doing everything you want from that position, getting everyone involved, making sure the defense has to worry about all five guys on the court.
And he's been doing it better than any other point guard in the league. That assist total of his makes that perfectly clear. I mean, he's the best distributor in the game right now.
Now, here's Marshall. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball, following the score by Indiana. Marshall, solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Halliburton. Good on the bucket. Halliburton's got his second bucket of the night.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
Outside Williams. Marshall with it. Siakam's there. Williams passes to Washington. And stolen by Siakam. Drives to the hoop. And finished off by Siakam.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Washington, following the score by Indiana. Thompson kicks to Williams. Three-pointer on the way. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Here's Marshall, following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Here's Halliburton. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Takes it inside. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball, and I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. A nice shot by Nesmith. And the Pacers lead by 16.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Turner with the steal. Siakam, right side. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 3rd assist on the night. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end. The high basketball IQ of Klay Thompson, finding a better look there.
Here's Nesmith. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Off target from three-point range. Pacers leading by 16. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And he comes up with the deuce. 6 points for Williams.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Halliburton against Williams. Count the basket. Halliburton's got 8 points.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Outside Williams. Thompson outside for the 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Siakam inside. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
What a phenomenal athlete Siakam is. Just taking off and finishing with power at the rim.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Mavericks trail by 20. And here is Williams. He has 6. Pass to Washington. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Sinks the triple. 10 points for him.
No doubt this is Thompson's most lethal weapon, one of the greatest three-point shooters in the history of this game.
Now, here is Halliburton. 8 points for him. Count it.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Here's Williams. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Let's turn it up.
Indiana making some changes. Jarris Walker, he's checked in for Neesmith. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. And then for Dallas, Powell, he's checked in for Washington. Edwards comes in for Klay Thompson. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Williams. Pacers leading by 17. McConnell passes to Mathurin. Shoots over Dinwiddie. It's on target from the high post.
Look, we know Mathurin is a flat-out scorer, but you rarely see him operate in that mid-range area.
Inside, here's Christie. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Here's Christie. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
That's become more the norm for Dinwiddie now, guys. He once was a poor long-distance shooter, but now he's made a big jump in that part of his game.
Now, here's McConnell. It's a 14-point game. To the wing on the left. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Dallas making a switch here. Exum's checked in.
Mind the lane. One shot.
After exploding onto the NBA radar in 2019, Siakam Clark has been a sure thing on offense.
Well, you know what you're going to get from Pascal Siakam. I mean, whether it's in the open floor or in the half-court sets, he's a guy you can count on delivering when you give him the ball in those situations. His offense never takes a night off.
And Mathurin has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They lead by 17. McConnell. The Mavericks pull it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Outside, Walker. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Mavericks trailed by 19. Now, here's Exum. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Dinwiddie against McConnell. Dallas, no good that time either.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Siakam outside. Count it, good. Siakam's got 27 points.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
Here's Christie. His last outing, he had 18 points. 24 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Exum with a wide open look. No good again that time.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
That's a two-pointer from Walker, and it falls over the rim and in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Launches a three. No good that time. Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Pacers. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Pacers team out there.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Here's Exum. He has yet to score. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Powell is out there with Edwards. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. Then it's Exum, and it's Christie in at the 3. Powell with a screen on McConnell. Here's Dinwiddie, and it's denied. Mathurin against Christie. Mathurin, good. Matherin's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Pacers.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Fires the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Matherin's got 7 points in the game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Here's Christie. Had the space there, but it's offline. On offense, here are the Pacers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
And you've got to love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the score by Indiana.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
On the wing, Mathurin. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Dinwiddie. The Pacers making the shot. What a terrific move that was. Dinwiddie's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Clark, how much weight do players put on individual awards or something like an all-star nod?
You know, I think players always have a level of respect for each other, but awards help validate your level of respect. How you win, how you perform, consistency, and awards are typically well-earned and well-deserved. As a matter of fact, in most cases, they are well-earned and deserved, and players acknowledge that and respect that.
Christie can't make it.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and taken control on the glass.
And Mathurin's vertical is remarkable. I love how he goes after it on those plays.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Dallas calls timeout, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Here are your Indiana Pacers.
Indiana making a change here. Ryan's checked in. And a quick look at some of the numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Exum kicks to Dinwiddie. There's his 3rd field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Hey, props to Dinwiddie there. I mean, Spencer, the closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he is.
Here's Mathurin. No good with the elbow jumper.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Exum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Powell. Dinwiddie outside. Connects from 3-point range. Dinwiddie's got 10 points. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Mathurin. That's good, and it's McConnell with the assist. McConnell's got his 4th assist in this one. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Dinwiddie left side. Over McConnell. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Dinwiddie's got 9 points in the quarter.
You know, sometimes you forget about Dinwiddie's versatility. I mean, when he's feeling good, he's capable of scoring from any place.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously push the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. A different look for Dallas. Washington's checked in for Edwards. And it's Klay Thompson in for Christie.
Klay Thompson.
Outside Mathurin. Into the lane.
And you see that extra gear with Mathurin gets him to the rim in a blink.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Dallas Mavericks. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Thompson from long range. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Here's Mathurin, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
What a motor. Mathurin can go all night, and he has. What a performance.
Now, Dinwiddie. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Pacers leading by 23. Here's Halliburton. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Halliburton's got 12 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Thompson for the triple. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dinwiddie. Thompson's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Mavs. And it's the Pacers with the ball. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
Now, here's Exum. Hasn't made one yet. Lobbed up there for Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Got to give it up for Powell now. I mean, he excels at rising off the ground to punch home these alley-oops.
Pacers shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Mathurin, good. Matherin's got 23.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. He's got 25.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And, guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Myles Turner, he's checked in for Bryant. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. Neesmith, he's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Pass to Nembhard. Pulls up on the wing. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Nembhard's got his 3rd basket of the night. Dinwiddie wide open. That 3 off the mark. Last season, Myles Turner became the Pacers' all-time leader in block shots.
That's a pretty impressive feat when you consider some of the Pacers who've played there historically. Jermaine O'Neal, Rick Smith, Roy Hibbert. Come on now. Great work by Myles Turner. So we need to give him his flowers now, and I think he's going to continue to add to that shot block total.
Now Halliburton. After the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. It's deflected. Williams with the ball. 8 points for him. Pass to Thompson. Back to Williams. Trying his luck from deep. Knocks down the 3 ball. Williams has got 11.
And don't be surprised if we see a lot more of that to come. I mean, when he gets going like this, it is not easy to slow him down.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 12. And that one drops for him. 14 points for him.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
Here's Dinwiddie. Down low. Here's Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 6 assists here tonight. Halliburton with it. Defended by Dinwiddie. And Halliburton slams it in.
Halliburton's future is bright, and that's got so many folks excited because he can really play and fill it up.
Maverick shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Outside Williams. Washington sets the pick for Williams. A 3-pointer off the mark. Pacers leading by 23. Here's Halliburton. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Pass to Marshall. Siakam against Williams. Thompson for 3. The rebound by Turner. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Nembhard's shot is good. Nembhard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really good to see Turner find the open man, proving once again he's a team-first guy.
Dinwiddie outside. To the paint. Unloads from 9. Pacers with the rebound. Turner's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Dinwiddie with the steal. 3-on-3. Open shot, Thompson. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Thompson's got 22.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Timeout called the Pacers.
It's time for Dance Cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Look at those moves. Here's your pleasure.
Catherine, he's checked in for Indiana. Christie, he's checked in for Dallas.
Substitution on the court.
And the Pacers with possession here. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. Here's Nembhard. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the score by Indiana. Back to Dinwiddie. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
3rd in assists, 6th in steals, and they are in the top 10 in three-point shooting. Just enough touch from beyond to keep you honest.
And you have to like that assist ranking. They've been able to keep everyone involved in the offense because of how well they share the ball. And he makes the first.
Boy, there's not much to not like about Spencer Dinwiddie's game. He's a 6'5" combo guard. He can handle the rock. He can play with the ball, off the ball. Love his versatility.
Second free throw, no good. Pacers shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Friday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Detroit Pistons. Then on Monday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets.
And Kevin, things could get ugly for this team during this road stretch. They just haven't had the same focus nor execution that we've seen from them when they're at home.
First free throw is good.
Pretty easy to get excited about Bennedict Mathurin's potential. He's got a high motor and a terrific set of athletic skills and the ability to knock it down.
Mathurin hits them both.
Mathurin has a little bit of Mitch Richmond in him. You know, a guy I love watching work. Strong, aggressive, quick, talented as a scorer. Man, he's got game.
Dinwiddie's shot is off. Siakam looking around. Got it. Good job in the low post. That's 29 points for Siakam.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 15 points in the game. Marshall. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got assist number 8 now on the night. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves. Siakam showing great versatility on the offensive end.
56 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Christie. Dinwiddie, a screen on Mathurin. The shot's good from Christie. Christie's got 8 points.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
So it's the Mavericks now. Thompson outside. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And here's Indiana. 29 seconds left in the first half of basketball. A shot by Nembhard, no good. The Mavericks shooting a terrific 61% in the second quarter. Dinwiddie for 3. It's rebounded by Nesmith. Nesmith has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Nembhard. Marshall with the steal. Here's Christie. Pass to Marshall from past the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Marshall's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's the Pacers running away with it. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, how would you evaluate your team's performance in the first half?
You know, I like the way we're playing tonight, but, you know, 1 or 2 untimely turnovers, these guys are going to convert quickly, so we have to play an aggressive but precise game.
Rick, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause for our contestants.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the Dallas Mavericks.
You can do everything else, but if you don't take care of the boards, well, you know what I'm going to say.
Your goose is cooked? You're in hot water? Any of those?
Where were you born, Ernie?
And now here's something that's always interesting. Let's see what the fans are up to on social media. You're going to love this one from 2K Hoops. Hooray! Who's the GOAT?
Of basketball?
Yeah, I'm not going to touch this one.
Okay, so I did a scientific study, and I can 100% confirm, without a shadow of a doubt, that the GOAT is...
Shaq, what happened to your mic? Did someone cut him off back there? Well, I guess we'll never know. And that about wraps it up And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Pascal Siakam in this game, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Here's Williams. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Nesmith in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Pacers' 5.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's Halliburton. And finished off by Halliburton.
A terrific effort from Halliburton so far offensively. He's not holding anything back on that end of the floor.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for Dallas. Out to Thompson. Pass to Christie. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Christie's got 11.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
A nice shot by Halliburton.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Tyrese Halliburton is flat out special, Clark. You say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, a better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
And here is Williams. 13 points in the game. A 3, Marshall. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's
clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Here's Nembhard. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here's Williams following the score by Indiana. Thompson inside the line. Dallas, no good that time either. For Indiana, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Nembhard's shot is good.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Now here's Williams. Thompson for 3. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Nembhard. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Nembhard's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Turner against Washington. The 19-foot shot. The shot by Turner, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's Christie. He's got 11. Williams in the post. He's covered by Halliburton. Kept alive.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Dallas has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Dallas moving the ball around. Pass to Washington. Over Turner. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Now, the defense was far from awful. However, he's still got to make these shots, in my opinion.
20 feet out. Neesmith can't get it to go. Dallas shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Thompson. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Thompson's got 27 points.
Well, we know Thompson always wired to score, but right now it even seems to be coming easier for him.
And that one drops.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Williams gets the bucket.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
The Pacers have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Here's Halliburton. And again, it's Indiana.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Pass to Christie. Williams up on top. He's covered by Halliburton. And here is Washington. Shot's good. Marshall making the play.
You know, Washington brings terrific strength to his inside game. He plays with quite a bit of force and fought his way into that shot.
Fires from 14. And he can't bank that one in. Dallas has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Nobody near Williams. Another 3 for Dallas.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Williams against Halliburton. Siakam outside. And that one, good. And that's now 37 points for Siakam.
Boy, once Siakam gets in the lane with that little floater, not much you can do defensively.
And the Mavericks call time here. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Attention fans. Now on the court is your Hype Squad. Get loud, let them hear it. It's time for T-shirts.
Catherine, he's checked in for Aaron Neesmith. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. Let's take a look at Dallas. They would be at the golf course if the playoffs happened today, looking to make a final push.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in. it has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Here's Mathurin. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. A 3-ball. Offensive rebound. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Mathurin. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Now here's Williams. 19 points in the game. Baseline jumper, and the jumper falls for him. Williams has got 8 points in the quarter. And for the Pacers, they're shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Halliburton, and yes, it's good.
Tyrese Halliburton, take a bow, young fella. You deserve it. You have been outstanding.
Dallas shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. On offense, here are the Pacers. Now, Siakam. 37 points for him. Thompson with it. Pass to Christie. To the middle. And then Washington with the dunk.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. He's got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
Halliburton against Williams. Takes a shot at the elbow. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Halliburton's got 30.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Here's Christie. He's got 11. Thompson from long range. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Thompson's got 30 points. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
A shot by Nembhard, no good. It's Williams, high post. 21 points in the game, and there it is for him. And the Pacers with possession here. Now, Mathurin, he's got 29 points.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
The Mavericks shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. And Thompson throws it down.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
A shot by Nembhard, no good. Williams against Halliburton. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And the shot goes in. Christie's got 13.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's Siakam. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
And here is Washington. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
And the Pacers call time here.
Coming out of the court, let's turn it up.
now for Indiana. Obi Toppin's checked in for Myles Turner. Walker comes in for Pascal Siakam. Shepard's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Dallas also making some changes. Dwight Powell comes in for Washington. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Williams. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Pass to Shepard. And there's the drive. That's good, and it's McConnell with the assist. McConnell's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's got 15. Really left alone that time. Christie's got 16 points.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
McConnell against Dinwiddie. And McConnell gets it to go.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Mavericks shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Thompson surveying the floor. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
That's on Benedict Mathurin.
Even with the defense all over him, Thompson sticks with it and doesn't just give up on the shot.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
That free throw good from Thompson.
A taller guard with a quick trigger, Klay Thompson, is also an impressive perimeter defender and playmaker.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
A legendary shooter, Thompson is also a versatile defender who plays with great energy on both sides of the ball.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing. Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. The Pacers making the shot. Thompson outside, fires for 3. That shot, no good.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Here's Mathurin. Rebound by Marshall. The Mavericks shooting 48% from the field as a team in this third quarter. No good from the wing. The Pacers shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Here's Walker, and the dunk by Walker.
When Darius Walker stuffs it, we feel those bucks over here.
1:09 left to play here in the third. Pass to Christie. And here's Marshall from the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists now in the game.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Here's McConnell going inside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Dinwiddie's shot is off. Here's Indiana. Now, here's McConnell, and the layup is good. McConnell's got 6 here in this quarter.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Dinwiddie against McConnell. Stolen by McConnell. Pass to Toppin. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. His first shot coming late, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's Dinwiddie. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. And here are the Pacers now. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And how about the role reversal there? I mean, slamming it down right in the face of the big fella.
For 3, Edwards drops in the tray. Edwards got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Pacers delivering the blowout. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hold your ground. Hold your ground. Your job is just to stay in front of this guy. No blow-bys.
Now preaching strong defense there, GA.
I mean, basic fundamentals. He doesn't want to see anyone on his team get burned on that end.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Dallas, Edwards is out there with Powell. Then it's Martin. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Exum in at the shooting guard position. And they call an illegal screen here. We've seen the league, Clark, crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend and direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety and protecting players. So I think it's a good thing overall.
Now here's Exum. There's the 3. The rebound by Shepard. And Indiana shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable. Toppin can't get it to go. And it's Exum with the ball who will bring it up for the Mavericks. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Shoots, and he knocks down the jumper. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's the floater. And Exum with the lay-in.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. A shot by McConnell, no good. Mavericks shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Here's Martin. It's tipped. That's a 2 for Mathurin. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
From 12 feet out. Martin dishes to Edwards. This one for 3. Pacers with the rebound. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. The shot from 20 feet away. Shepard, that's good. And so here is Dallas. Dinwiddie with it. Well, for over a decade, Clark, we've been in the player empowerment era. And it's generally been, I think, a positive for the NBA.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more in that regard. The players are the drivers of the league. They're the personalities, they're the visibility, they're the doers, the talented performers of a league that entertains globally. So they deserved more money and influence, and I think they've gotten both. Now, there are a few players that have kind of exploited that in a way that I don't think is most healthy by forcing trades, but I think it's a good thing overall.
And he knocks down the first one. Exum hits them both.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better.
And finished off by Exum.
His improving ability to pass has made Dinwiddie scary with the ball in his hands.
And so here is Indiana. Here's Shepard. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Shepard's got 4 points now in the quarter. Dallas has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. McConnell against Dinwiddie. Edwards, a screen on McConnell. Outside Edwards. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dinwiddie.
3 points.
Yeah, you know what? Dinwiddie is very dependable at serving his teammates on the court. Seems like a natural leader.
Here's McConnell. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. McConnell's got 11 points here in just the second half. Dinwiddie for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Here's Toppin. The Mavericks pull it in. Edwards got rebound number 5 here tonight. Martin against Mathurin. Martin, the pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Martin. Launches it. That shot, no good. Pacers have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. There's Walker with the 3. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Toppin can't get it to go. Dallas has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Martin kicks to Exum. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dinwiddie.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Timeout called the Pacers. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Mavericks will go for a different look here. Washington's checked in for Edwards. Marshall comes in for Caleb Martin. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Dante Exum. And it's Williams in for Dinwiddie. Here's Shepard. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Pass to Marshall. Here's Williams. Thompson outside. Three-pointer. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Over Williams. And McConnell gets it to go. McConnell's got 7 points for the quarter.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Outside Williams. Over in the corner, Marshall. Thompson for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
The Mavericks have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. It's Powell on the wing. Toppin covering. And the layup's good off the glass. Williams has got 12 points in just the second half.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Pascal Siakam.
Well, I tell you what, it's been so much fun watching him do his thing out here. I mean, the game is looking effortless for him, and he's riding that wave of confidence and momentum, which has allowed him to completely take over and dominate.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Indiana's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Mathurin driving in, and that one is hammered home.
And already Mathurin has a pretty dynamic drive, but getting the drop on the defense all season won't be easy.
Mavericks have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Christie kicks to Thompson. And Clark, if you look at the NBA's draft combine, prospects now required to participate in drills and in other testing to be eligible for selection.
I like that, Kevin. I really do. I mean, it's part of being a professional. You can't just opt out of things because your agent says you should or you don't feel like it. This is a professional business, so there should be some standards and accountability. And I think it goes hand in hand with the push for parity. It ensures equal access to the information that will enable all teams to make informed decisions on draft day. So I like it. I really do.
Indiana's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Walker. The 19-footer is on the money. Walker's got 9 points here in the second half.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Pass to Christie. Now here's Marshall. Dallas moving the ball around. Back to Williams. 5 to shoot. Pacers with the rebound. Walker's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Toppin inside. Over Marshall. Toppin can't get it to go.
I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
It's stolen by Shepard. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. A rebound by Washington. Mavericks shooting here in the fourth quarter around 41%. To the inside. And then Washington with the dunk.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Now here's Walker. Walker missing again. Now Williams. Thompson outside. And over the last few years, Clark, we have seen an explosion of talent from Canada.
Tell you what, you go back to the mid-2000s, Steve Nash is winning those back-to-back MVPs. That's certainly part of it, but I really think a generation of players picked up the game, seeing guys like Steve Nash, and then the influx of great Canadian collegiate players going on to NBA success has certainly continued to keep that pipeline going.
And here is Williams. He tries for 3. Toppin pulls it in. Toppin's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Fires from 18. The Mavericks pull it in.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
McConnell against Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
An impressive athlete. I like seeing Thompson take it inside and drop the hammer.
Indiana's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's McConnell. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And it's Williams with the ball for Dallas. Pass to Marshall. Here's Christie. Thompson outside. Shoots the three. Walker with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining.
Walker's got 7 rebounds in the game. Indiana's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And that one is good. 1:53 left here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Williams. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Here's McConnell. The Mavericks making the shot. And that one is off.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pacers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
I tell you what, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Pascal Siakam.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Here's Marshall following the score by Obi Toppin. And Thompson gets it to go.
Known as a shooter, Thompson's size allows him to score inside as well.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're leading by 25.
Get on, fans. On the court is your Hype Squad. The loudest sections get t-shirts. Let me hear you. Jackson.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down low. Here's Freeman. He's covered by Thompson.
And what a day on the glass for a guy who's given up a lot of size out on the floor.
Here's Marshall. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Christie. Marshall with it. Outside Williams. Marshall with it. Here's Christie. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now our player of the game, Pascal Siakam.